All right, so let me show you some other ones that I've done. Well, this one I did before the golden black. This one I didn't scrape off all the residue, so it's here now, but you know it'll come off when I sand it. You can see the surface here in the little shine from the light. It's, you know, I haven't touched this yet with sandpaper or anything, so it comes out like this. There's some blemishes here and there, but you know, usually you can work with it in some way or another. So this is the top. The bottom always looks a bit different here. So bottom has way more of a texture. It can be sanded out to a degree. Some of it might stay. It kind of depends on how aggressive you go at it. And you know, it does have a lot of this like tearing and stuff. You see all these. This is from bubbles. Could be from oil as well. If oil gets in between the plastic flakes, it's going to cause some issues here. But otherwise, yeah, it's a pretty good sized piece, you know. And then the one I just made, let me flip it over here. This is the top. It came out a little messed up here. A lot of air, a lot of bubbles here. I don't know what happened. It could be maybe there's moisture in the plastic or something, but usually things do sand out fairly well. This is kind of deep though. I'm gonna manage my expectations here. But it should come out fairly clean, at least. This bottom side is gonna have a big section that I can work nice and flat and make it look really pretty, but it does have a bunch of wasted areas on here. So if you're not careful, you're gonna waste a lot of material. Oh yeah, and the surface, yeah, you know, just like the other one. But don't worry about it too much. It all depends on what your expectations are. Now, the easiest color to work with here is blue. Okay, so blue melts nice and flat. This one I had worked. You can see some of the areas that didn't quite sand down. I didn't sand down all the way, but you know, there's a large section that is. Here's the other side. I didn't do a great job sanding this either, but you know, you see some scratches here. Now I could sand this out. What I did was I sanded it down to, oh shoot, what was that? I didn't sand it very well, but to 1200 grit, but the step to get to there was from 500 grit, so that's a bit of a jump, I think. So, but then after that I used beeswax, and it gave it a nice sort of a wet look. It darkened the color of the plastic, so it's a nice matte color. If you polish it, I'm not sure how you would do it. Maybe use a buffer or something. You can get a gloss finish on this. So yeah, so if you have something like this, you can definitely do a lot of things with it. Oh yeah, and it's nice and flat. It's not warped. There's no cracks. I haven't seen any cracks in the material either. So yeah, good stuff.